Heartland for Children is the local not-for-profit agency responsible for redesigning the foster care system in Florida's 10th Circuit, which includes Polk, Hardy, and Highlands counties. They have a fundraising opportunity coming along with the Kappa Delta sorority, Florida Southern College, that's healthy and will put some color into your life. All the details are coming up on Polk Place. Welcome to Polk Place. I'm your host, Brian Lacey, and joining us in studio, Lindsay Miley. Lindsay is the president of the Kappa Delta sorority at Florida Southern College. Welcome to the show, Lindsay.
Thank you.
Also joining us is Chase Weber. He's a prevention specialist with Heartland for Children, a veteran of the show. How you doing, Chase?
I'm doing well. It's good to be here.
Last but not least, the vice president of the Kappa Delta sorority for Florida Southern College, Kennedy Wilhite. How you doing, Kennedy?
Good.
And I even got your name right, didn't I?
You sure did.
Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and start off. Lindsay, talk to me a little bit about the Kappa Delta sorority. What exactly is it?
Okay, so Kappa Delta, we were founded in 1897. Our national headquarters is in Memphis, Tennessee. Our opening motto is honorable, beautiful, and highest. So that's what each girl who's part of the organization is striving to be. We are really involved with our philanthropies. We have Prevent Child Abuse America and then Girl Scouts of the United States. So with Prevent Child Abuse America, we work locally with Heartland for Children, and we love working with them. We get to do a lot of different activities with them, and our main one is our 5K Loop the Lake race that's February 25th.
Well, we'll talk about that a little bit more, but I want to talk a little bit about how'd you get involved with Kappa Delta?
I wanted to be part of an organization that just kind of was like bigger than myself. Kappa Delta really has helped me grow as a person and a leader. I think it's really exciting to be a part of an organization that gives so much back to their community, and it's really cool to be able to see how we can locally help our community as well as nationally help our philanthropies as well.
And Kennedy, how did you get involved with Kappa Delta?
Well, coming in as a freshman, I knew I wanted to be involved on campus and be surrounded by a group of girls who would make me something better each and every day, and I immediately found that in Kappa Delta with girls like Lindsay, and I love helping children and just being around children, and I'm so glad that Kappa Delta is a part of that with the Girl Scouts and Heartland for Children as well.
And one of the cool things that really, you start at the high school age, and it's getting your community service hours, and that's where you start working with nonprofits and government entities on projects like this. Talk about the importance of giving back to the community as a youth, and then kind of carrying it on throughout your life.
I think, when you're young, people are caring for you and giving so much to you, and so when you're finally at that age in high school, you have the chance to give back and then into college. So I'm so grateful to be able to put on these events like Loop the Lake and and help out with Heartland for Children, and these are like tangible opportunities where you see the fruit and just the repercussions of what you're doing, and just seeing differences being made.
Well, Chase, now it's your turn. For those that might not know, tell us a little bit about the mission of Heartland for Children. We heard a little bit in the intro, but tell us a little bit about what they do and, of course, what you do.
Well, our mission as Heartland for Children is to improve the well-being for all children in Polk, Highlands, and Hardy counties. And then our vision, long-term, we want to eliminate child abuse and neglect in the same 3 counties. And we do that. We're contracted with the state. We are a not-for-profit agency. And so once a case is opened and an investigator determines that more services need to be in place for that family, we take over and we contract out those services. And so we just kind of, really strive to be there for families and have our case managers there for families, and really just, if a child does have to be removed, we try to get that child back as quick as possible. And then to accomplish our vision and eliminate child abuse and neglect, that's where the prevention services come in. We want to strengthen families in our community so that a child never has to be removed from a home, so that a parent has the tools they need and the encouragement they need and the resources they need to be a good parent and an effective parent, and surround them with other people in the community to help them along that journey.
As a nonprofit, not-for-profit, talk about the importance of, say, what these guys are doing, fundraising opportunities for you, and what it means. Basically, it's the life's blood of helping you guys achieve your mission.
Well, yeah, because we're contracted with the state, we have certain ways that we have to spend those dollars. Programs like this, though, really allow us to give back to the community and do things, and the extra things that we can do for families. The extra services, even stuff as small as making sure a family has a car seat if they can't afford one, and then providing programs to teenagers to teach them about healthy relationships, and to provide parenting classes for families, and just anything that helps to build the families and to strengthen the families. That's where these what we call prevention dollars, these fundraisers, and this anybody that donates to our agency. Things like that have the opportunity to prevent the child abuse or neglect from ever occurring in a family's life. So,
well, Lindsay, as we talked in the pre-interview, this is the 10th annual. You've been here for the 8th and 9th, the Loop the Lake 5K Color Run. Let's talk a little bit about that. That's what we're here for.
Okay, so we put on a 5K every year. This is our 10th year. It's really big. This is the first time we've ever done a color run, so we're really excited about it. Our Loop the Lake is really special to us because it doesn't just involve the Florida Southern students, it also involves the whole community of Lakeland. So we have runners, from all sorts of areas, all different places that come out and support us, and all of our money, 80% of our proceeds from this race will go to Heartland for Children, and then 20% of them will go nationally to Prevent Child Abuse America.
One of the cool things about Florida Southern College Kennedy is the backdrop. You've got the architecture of Frank Lloyd Wright, and then of course you've got the lake itself. And no matter what the fundraiser is, it's always an incredible place, something to hold an event. Talk about the unique aspect of what you have and what you have to work with Lake Hollingsworth.
Yeah, I mean, what a blessing. It's like our front yard. I always say Lake Hollingsworth is Florida Southern College's front yard. So it's neat, coming up February 25th, we'll wake up and just get to walk right out to Lake Hollingsworth. And it's such like a central spot of Lakeland. As soon as Lakelanders hear Lake Hollingsworth, oh, I know exactly where that is. And then parents, oh, Lake Hollingsworth, yay, I get to come walk it, or run it, or whatever the case may be. And students, they don't have to drive anywhere, they can just roll out of bed and come participate. So I think it's such like a central, just bringing together a place, and it's so beautiful. No matter how many times I walk it, I always see something new, and coming up, we'll see little baby ducklings. I don't know, it's just like a really beautiful spot, and how great that we get to host our fundraiser there.
To me, it's like the world's biggest television screen.
Yeah.
There's always something different whenever you're down there, and I just love going to events down there. Mm-hmm. But your event, let's talk a little bit about how people can get involved, registration, things along that lines, how much it's going to cost.
So our race is a different cost. It's $20 for Florida Southern students, and then it's $25 for early registration. And early registration involves a t-shirt that Heartland designs for us for the runners. This year the t-shirts will be white so that they can throw the color and get all excited and colorful about that. And then we have early registration that ended actually on Saturday. So now our regular registration is going to be $30 for any participants. Children can run for $15. So it's a pretty decently priced race, I would say. We get the whole community involved, like you said earlier. We do our tickets to Eventbrite, which is a great website that's promoted all over our social media, on our Facebook, our Instagram. It's all over there, so you can find it easily and register for the race. We have a lot of family members that do it. You can register and you don't necessarily have to run, but it'd be great if everyone who registered would come out and run. So like a lot of our family members are from out of state, so they can't come, but they still support us and register for the race anyways. One
of the things that you mentioned is social media. How much has social media, you've been involved with this through the 8th and 9th, now we're on the 10th. Mm-hmm. It's evolved, and now it's allowing you to reach a larger market. Talk a little bit about how important that is, and connecting with those folks and getting them out to join the event.
Social media has definitely changed the way that our race is run. This year we already almost have 300 runners signed up, which is very impressive. It's a big number for us. It's really exciting to see that through social media, more and more people that we may not personally know, or like say someone that doesn't go to our school is signing up. It's really cool to see that they're hearing about our race through our Instagram posts or our Facebook posts and all this sort of different stuff, because social media is such a big thing in our culture now.
Now, for those of you at home that have never seen one of these color runs, it's a very cool event. At the finish line, they kind of throw a little bit of a powder depending upon the color, and it just adds a festive note to the end of the race. And for those that aren't, you know, that sure, you guys have, Kennedy, you guys have an alternate ending if you're not interested in, you know, joining that part. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so the color's actually going to be thrown at the beginning of the race.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
cool.
So just get it right off the bat. The excitement starts there. And runners who are, you know, kind of not so sure about color being thrown at them are able to bypass it and just start the race at a different point. So I know my mom is like, I don't know about that, but so she might be one of those runners who doesn't get the color thrown at her.
And I think the cool thing about what you guys are doing, including the kids in this, and that's always, you know, there's the competitive end of it, but ultimately the fun end, and including the kids in it. And
yeah,
I'm going back through second time. I'm getting
yeah.
with it, right?
Yeah.
Chase, talk a little bit about what you guys' role will be during the day's events.
Well, really, during that day, we just we're there to show support. I mean, the Kappa Deltas do a really good job of running the race, and it's really cool to see their volunteer base. I mean, they all show up, and they're all ready to volunteer, and they're all doing different things, and it's really cool. Before the race, we help with the design of the T-shirts. We help find a timing company and help get the course marked, and we just kind of help some of the small logistical details. They have a new girl kind of coordinating the race every year, so we just kind of lend our hands in support of that. But day of the race, we help them get the pinwheels out, so you'll still see our blue and silver pinwheels along the course and kind of at the finish and start lines. And we're just there to have fun, set up a photo booth, and just hang out with everybody that comes out. We'll probably make our way through the color at some point, even though we might not be running the race, just to do it. So
one of the things that you mentioned is the pinwheels, and I've been at this gig I think since 2002, and I've been involved with it one way or another with you guys. Talk about the significance of the pinwheels and what exactly it means for those that have never been to an event.
Yeah, the pinwheels, it's really simple. It's just it's a reminder of a happy childhood and a bright futures. And I love, because it doesn't matter who it is, anytime somebody picks up a pinwheel, the first thing they do is blow on it. And it's just a really cool reminder of just the, whimsical nature of childhood. And it's just that reminder that every child deserves a bright future and a happy childhood. And so that's just kind of the symbol nationally of the Prevent Child Abuse America Foundation, and that's what we use. And you see them all over the country, really, in the month of April that's coming up for National Child Abuse Prevention Month. So.
Ladies, since it's your event, I'm going to let you guys have the last word. Start off with you, Lindsay. Inspire those at home to make it out to the event. If not to run in it, at least come out and support it.
Yeah, we would love for everyone to come out and support us. We do more than just running the race. We have a lot of vendors that come out and sponsor us. So you could probably get some donuts or some coffee in the morning if you just want to watch the people run around the lake. You can walk the lake, and overall it's for a really great cause. I mean, we're donating a lot of money to Prevent Child Abuse America and Heartland for Children, and we're helping kids in need, and I think that's the most important part of the race. So if you just come out and support us, it's a lot of fun. It's never a dull time with all the Kappa Deltas, so we would love to see everybody out there.
Now, you mentioned about vendors. Is it too late for people to get involved as far as vendor-wise, and how would they go about doing as such if not?
It is not too late. I believe they have one more week to get involved. They can reach out to us. We have our numbers and our email on all the flyers that are around Lakeland community. They can contact our Vice President Community Service, and she can put their sponsor's name on our t-shirt, and she can also give them a spot on the green if they would like to set up a little table and promote themselves at our race as well, or put a little brochure in our runners' bags. So we have a lot of different options for vendors.
And Kennedy, you have the last word. Pressure's on you,
yeah,
girl.
No pressure.
No pressure. Tell the folks to come out.
But yeah, I mean, of course, it's going to be such a fun day. It's always a beautiful day, on beloved Lake Hollingsworth. But, most importantly, we are raising money for such a good cause at Heartland for Children. And I mean, when you were talking about the pinwheels, that just gave me chills. We want all of the children in the entire world to have just, a beautiful life, and I mean, we're doing that each and every day as being Kappa Deltas and partnering with organizations like Heartland and participating in this run. You can too. So please come out and run and enjoy the day.
Now, Kennedy, Chase, Lindsay, always a pleasure to promote your event, and anytime that you guys have anything going on, feel free, come in and join us. Always love to support whatever you're doing. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you.
Kappa Delta Sorority-Florida Southern College and Heartland for Children invite you to the 10th annual Loop the Lake 5K Color Run Saturday morning, February 25th. Now registration opens at 7 a.m. and the race begins at 8. It all takes place on Florida Southern College, 111 Lake Hollingsworth Drive in Lakeland. Registration is $30 and $15 for children 12 years and younger. February 24th is the deadline for online registration, or you can register on the day of the race. For more information, you can give them a call at 863-519-8900 extension 294, or look them up on the web at heartlandforchildren.org/pinwheels.